Hello, hello, hello. We back in the Star Studio, man. I got a special guest with me, man, today. One of the funniest people on YouTube. He be telling his story and it just hits every time, man. Please, y'all welcome in Charlie Global to the Star Studio. How you feeling,
Yeah,
brother?
what's good, man? I'm feeling good. How about yourself, man?
I'm feeling amazing. I'm feeling amazing, man. I just want to say thank you for taking the time to sit with us today, man, and tell your story, man, because you have a very unique one. So we can really dive right into it. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Can you take me back to the day you were sentenced? What was going through your mind, and how did you mentally prepare for what was ahead?
Before I got sentenced, you had them jailhouse lawyers, so they were telling me like with my charges, they were like, "Oh yeah, boy, you finna get the long road, boy. They
So
finna
they
fuck."
told you straight up, like you're totally
Yeah, like, and I was scared because I hadn't been to the kind of jail a few times, but I had never been to prison. So now I knew this was the time, like it's over with. Like you going up there, you going up through there. You know what I'm saying? So at the time I got sentenced, I knew my charges could get me up to a life sentence. So when they came with the last plea of 15 years, I ran with it. I felt like I got away because if I'd have went to trial, it'd have been over with. So
if you
you
don't mind
know.
me asking, are we allowed to ask what the charges were?
Armed robbery, aggravated assault. Mhm.
Yeah, they definitely ain't playing around with those.
Yeah, bad. So my lawyer told me, he say they got all the evidence. You know you can't go in there on no trial because you ain't gonna never come home. He was like, "The lad, please, you gonna take it, or if you don't take it, we gotta go to trial." So he came back out of there and was like, "Hey, 15, run it." Because I wasn't number 20 at the time. So I was like, I won't be old, I'll be still straight. You know what I'm
Still
saying?
young instead of having to sit there until I'm 60, 70.
Yeah, you feel me? So I ran with it.
What were some of the hardest moments you faced during your 15-year sentence, and how did you go past them? How did you move
Uh
past it?
some of my hardest moments.
Actually, before we even answer that,
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. How is prison? Like realistically, from someone that's been in there, like we see the TV shows and
Yeah.
everything. How is really like a day in prison for real?
Well, like not from a religious standpoint, because they always say you got to die to go to hell. No, you don't. Get in trouble in Georgia, you experience hell. You
Wow,
know
that's real.
what I'm saying? You ain't got to die to go to hell. Just go to chain gang in Georgia and you experience it like you at war for your mind. Everything is symbolic in there from the reason they don't colors. Just I'm gonna give you an example, simple thing like colors. Why you think everything in prison is white and blue or white and gray? Then when you have colorful stuff in your car, they don't want you to have on colorful clothes. They don't want you to have. They don't stop you from getting magazines, and it's mental warfare. Like they buck on you going outside for yard calls, so you can't bask in the sun or ground in the grass. Cause that's what I used to do. I go out there, take my shoes off, walk around in the grass, get myself together. You know what I'm saying? You at war for that type of stuff, so it's very symbolic. It's a lot of symbolism in there, and they trying to, you know what I'm saying, condition your mind. But it's on the individual to peak game, and because prison itself not gonna rehabilitate you, it's on the individual within itself.
So I guess what were some of the hardest times you faced in prison, and then how did you overcome them?
Uh, well, I was the type of dude. I did my time by trying to get money, contraband, trying to get officers, thing like that. And when I used to get my stuff in, I used to give away the most stuff, helping people. And I got told on the most. The guys who got their stuff and never gave nothing away, never helped nobody, they never got told on. I helped the whole from prison to prison. I stayed getting told on. So dealing with, you know what I'm saying, being kind hearted is one of the worst things you could be in prison. You know what I'm saying? I got a
People
big
don't take
heart.
advantage of it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're gonna take your kindness for weakness. You know what I'm saying? So how I got over that, I just started dealing with people that were reflections of me. If I didn't see none of me in you, then I don't
Ain't
fuck with
rocking
you.
with you.
You know what I'm saying?
So you came in pretty young. You came in 2021,
Mm-hmm.
left 35.
Mm-hmm.
What was the biggest difference from that young 21-year-old? Or
Mm-hmm.
how was jail for you as a young 21-year-old?
Jail was very depressing because when I went to the county jail a couple times before, I used to hear dudes behind the door, "Hey man, go on shoot me to prison, go on shoot me to prison." So I'm like, why they trying to get to prison? But when I got there, I seen why you got more. Not that I wanted to be locked up, but I was, so what it was. You got more freedom in prison. You
Really?
know what I'm saying? Yeah, the kind of jail, boy, yeah, that ain't nothing but 23 and 1. You behind the door 23 hours, they give you an hour out. You can go shower, get on the phone, do what you need to do, and you back in the room. You know what I'm saying? So prison, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like that. You got more freedom. You can go outside time to time. You can get a cell phone. You can do other little stuff. You know what I'm saying? Versus the kind of jail.
Okay, okay. So, was there like a specific turning point when you were in prison? You was just like, yo, I I need to do something different. I want to rehabilitate myself. Or what was that moment for you?
Uh, I didn't get myself together, my mind right. I went to prison at 20. I didn't get right till I was about 24. Cause I kept going to the hole, kept getting in gang fights, kept, you know what I'm saying? I was losing people that were fooling with me, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm on lockdown. I get off lockdown, they got new numbers, I can't get it. So I realized I'm losing by being on the BS. You feel me? So I tighten up, you know what I'm saying? And I was about 24. You know what I'm saying? I had to realize, like, hey, because I told myself on the bus ride to prison, like, hey, I ain't gonna be the same person I am now. And when I come out, I'm gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So, what did prison teach you about yourself that you wouldn't have learned otherwise?
Patience, patient, because I was the type before prison, everything that I tried to accomplish, I wanted to happen right now. I had to realize, you know what I'm saying, and I stay saying this, everything is like a flower. Why I say that? Because the thought, like the start, this started from a seed. This was a thought first. Somebody thought about this first.
Shout out
That's the
that man
seed.
Buster.
So putting in the work, putting in the effort, doing the things you need to do to make this come together. That's you watering the flower, putting the sun on it. And that thing, you know, that thing sprout up out the ground, and here we go. You know what I'm saying? So I learned patience. You know what I'm saying, with the things that I wanted to achieve. You know what I'm saying?
So you get out. What made you want to get into content creation?
Actually, that really happened by accident. I had to shout out to my boy Bill Beasley, man. He called me one day out the blue and he was like, "Yeah, boy, I just found out you out." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm out." He said, "Man, you want to get some money off all that time you did?" I said, "How I'm gonna do that?" He said, "Go to my YouTube channel." I went to the channel. I was like, "Damn, boy, you got over 100,000
Not
subscribers."
lying, for real?
Yeah. So like he was like, "Bro, all you got to do is go ahead and tell some of them stories." Cause he was like, "Bro, you already funny, you already goofy." He said that what they like. So
Was
he was
that
like,
what he was doing too, or
yeah, he tell prison stories too, do prison content as well. So he was like, go ahead and drop a few stories. Once you get about 15, 20 stories, I'm gonna interview you on my platform. He said, did the business. He said, I'm fucking with you. He said, my job to get the subscribers there. It's your job to keep them. So once I got my videos up, he interviewed me on his platform and it just took off. So
wow,
yeah, I got monetized in 90 days. So
really?
yeah.
So I guess them 15 videos, then that interview. I guess how many followers do you have at that point up to that point?
Uh, I probably had like 85 subscribers.
Really?
After the video I did with him, it jumped to 1,200 so fast. So I got my subs, and then you know you need the 4K watch hours. So he told me, he was like, hey, he gave me a few little cheat codes to it to get your watch hours up. So I'm taking notes. You know what I'm saying? And so as time progressed, you know what I'm saying? Because I was walking to work. I was working at Wendy's and Dollar General when I got out. I was walking in from the hood way out there to Wendy's. That's a walk. So it was in some people eye that's a negative. You checking out a pre, you walking. Woo, woo. I turned it to a positive because while I'm walking, what I got time, so I go live. I tell stories while I'm walking. While I'm walking, like yeah, y'all, I'm out here going to work, man. When I go to work in the morning, I tell a story, and on my way back from work, I tell a story. So eventually they sent me the memo, hey, partnership program. Woo, woo, woo. I'm like, oh. So I called Bill, like, what all this mean? He was like, oh, boy, you monetize. You finna start making money. Cause I was illiterate to it. I ain't know
You
nothing.
didn't know what was going on.
I had a YouTube in prison, but I didn't know nothing about monetization. I just wanted people to look at my videos. You know what I'm saying? So, and all that came into fruition because a dude told me, he said, you know, all these videos you recording in prison, he said, it's going to be valuable when you get out. So now when I tell my prison stories, you get an intro video, you get the story, and then you get some prison content music video that I shot while I was in prison because it hit different when they hear your story okay, yeah, he might, but then they see you actually in prison.
Of
So
course,
you know what I'm
it adds
saying?
a level of realness to authenticity.
Yeah. So with all this, it really just fell out the sky. Like, you know what I'm saying? When it stuff happened like this, to me in my mind, it was meant to be.
That was
You know what I'm
God.
saying?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna give it to. I just want to say shout out to your homie.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of real friends that would come
Yeah.
out and really throw you a lob like that.
Yeah. I'm talking about
He alley that joke to you,
and
bro.
get what? I Blake Griffin that bit.
You did. You did. So I guess take me back to that 85 to right after about 85 to 1,200 subscribers.
Mhm.
What was the video or what was the prison story that made you jump?
The
That
interview,
went viral.
the interview with him.
Yeah. Okay.
And so his subscribers, you know what I'm saying, they saw the interview. So that made them like, well, let me go check him out. Cause he told me it was gonna happen. He was like, they gonna everything I drop, they gonna watch. It's gonna be on you to keep the attention. You know what I'm saying? And some people don't even understand the word of entertainment. Entertainment means, you know what I'm saying, like a container. Enter mean is to get the people in there. Tang like contain is to keep them. You know what I'm saying? So I understood what entertainment was.
What right now, what is your most popular story today?
Uh C Bill kept it trill. It was a story about the dude that put me on because we was in prison together. And I told a story about him. And I think that story like 40K, 41K, something like that. Yeah.
So how has it been, I guess, since you kind of got this recognition, this fame? Have people from like you was in prison with hit you up, reached out to you?
Yeah, it's a couple guys hit me up, reach out like, boy, I see you, boy. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Did you ever think? I mean, you know, your boy warned you it would happen, but did you think it'll get to this level? How many subscribers are you at now and everything?
I'm at 17.6.
That's a come up, bro. That's a
Yeah.
come up. So did you ever think people would care? Did you even think there was a group of people that wanted to hear prison stories?
That's what got me. That's what got me. I was like, people this tuned in to want to know what go on in prison. They really, it done got to the point where my fan base is conditioned. If you ever in one of my lives, you will see the people in the chat talk just like me. Like they done snatch my whole lingo, all my catchphrases and stuff like that. Like it's wild. It fired me. Like they might hit me like one of my catchphrases. I might be like, oh yeah, yeah. So when I go live and stuff, people be they might comment like, boy, I don't know how you do it, but boy, I got my kids say this now. Like my girls say this now. Like, yeah, like it's trending.
I will say, I feel like another reason your content is popping is because people need to hear the story. You know, like people don't really get to hear the story of prison, of prisoners, and everything that goes on behind the walls. You know what I mean? Because we don't know what's going on for real. You know what I mean? We might call or check in on our homie, come see him, but we really don't get the day to day. Why do you think people are enjoying your content? Why do you think your content is going up?
Because I give it in the fashion of real but funny at the same time, but it's always a message that stick. Cause on my like on a music tip, the older people, you know what I'm saying, like my music, you know what I'm saying? And but surprisingly on YouTube telling these stories, it's a lot of young guys gravitating to me. It's a lot of them hit me on the DM on Instagram asking for advice, like, bro, I really want to crash out, bro. What should I do? Yeah, like I'm going through this, man. My partner just got killed. I really want to go step on them nigga. What should I do? I be like, shit, all right, you can go step on it, but are you prepared with what comes with it? If you ain't prepared for what's come with it, don't do it. Cause you know, in today's society, snitching has been made a fashion. It's cool now. You could go viral for telling on your homies. So you think they ain't finna tell on you? So so they'll hit me back like, bro, I thought about that, bro. You right, bro. It ain't even worth it, bro. Cause you gonna become a bill to your people that love you. Them little $100 they send you every week or however they could have paid car note with their insurance, bought groceries. You just made a unexpected bill, bro. And them folks love you. They don't want to see you like that. Yeah. So before I preach on my channel, before you make a drastic move that's detrimental to your freedom, think about it, bro. Is you prepared for what gonna come with it?
It was crazy. I feel like freedom is the one thing we kind of take for granted.
Yeah.
People don't really realize that it could be gone. so quickly.
And this gonna sound crazy. I know guys that's in prison that are freer than people that ain't.
Go
State of
go deeper in
mind.
that. Oh,
State of mind. It's some people walking around out that door right now in prison like a motherfucker. They mind. That's what I had to learn while I was in prison. Are you gonna let them take control of your brain, your mental? Or that's why I kept a cell phone in prison so I could stay free where I could stay in tune. Because I told myself I'm not getting institutionalized. You know what I'm saying?
so when you say institutionalized, are they trying to? Can you maybe explain it to me? Because I hear that term all the time. Are they trying to just make you like stupid, or they're trying to make you dependent on them, or what do you mean exactly that
Institutionalized is when you get lost in the sauce. And what I mean by that is your day to day just consists of prison activity. You ready to you break your neck to clean up for these folks. You ready? You'll tell on a nigga if he keep the broom in his room. You because prison is the modern day slavery. You know what I'm saying? Because like I tell people, if you watch the slave movies, when they get them off the ship, what the first thing they do? Shave their head, lather them down with stuff, spray them off. Same thing in prison. The new slave ship is the buses. You get off the bus, they shave your head, they lather you down with some shit, make you get in the shower. Same thing they do did the slave. When you in the dorm, like back when the slaves wanted to move around the city, what they had to have a note from massa. Before you hit that sidewalk, you got to have a note from the officer. Slave work all day, get a little bowl of food. The guys you see cutting grass side the road, when they get through, they get 2 sandwiches, an orange and a milk. It's the same thing. What? Yes, they don't get paid in Georgia. Georgia pays a penalty just so they don't have to pay the inmates.
that is insane,
Yeah.
man? So tell me, what is something people think happens in prison that isn't really true?
The sitcoms and stuff you see on TV is scripted. That ain't.
Okay.
It might have a little situation or two because they done heard from somebody and then they incorporate it, but that ain't how it go. Prison is now the what makes prison so dangerous. Ain't no officers. Like the prison I just left a year ago. I got out March 1st last year at Ware State. It's 1,500 inmates there. On a Saturday night, it might be 6 officers there.
So
And
yeah.
see, the conditioning is so strong. How 1,500 people let 6 people run them? Conditioning. That's just the same way as if I pull up in the hood right now and slap the hell out of nigga mama. Boom, 80 niggas finna jump on me. Let that one white officer pull up in the hood and slap his mama. Everybody gonna stand up. Conditioning.
Wow.
Conditioning. We say these are the police. These are the cops. We can't.
Can't do nothing.
But look at the slavery back in the day. Shit, them folk were revolting. Well, hold up. It's 200 of us, 5 of y'all. It's up. Let's get it. Let go. Nowadays, you'll hear some dudes talk about, hey, let's ride. We'll be out there on the damn floor waiting on the police, but soon the police coming up with them pepper ball guns. You just see niggas slowly but surely easing in their room. I've been in a situation like that, ready to ride for a call. When I look back, I'm the only one on the floor. I done got tased and sprayed, and before they pulled up, we were with it. Man, I went out. So I said, I'll never do that again.
Man, give a message to the YNs, man. To them, you know, the YNs outside that's really going crazy right now. Give a message to them.
A message to the YNs, man. First of all, focus on what you good at, and then key in on that. Don't try to please the crowd. Cause guess what? Pleasing the crowd, once you get behind that door, what the crowd gonna do for you? Nothing. They're gonna be the ones that love you that do something for you. So believe in yourself, man. Key on whether it's sports, music, drawing, whatever you good at. Focus on that. Be you. Don't try to be what the crowd wants you to be, cause then it gonna all go bad. You know what I'm saying? Just be yourself.
Absolutely. I guess my last question for you would be, I do appreciate you so much, Charlie, for really getting deep into your content and everything you went through. But if you could sit down and talk to a younger version of yourself before you got locked up, what would you say to him?
Just chill. Everything gonna manifest. Just chill, bro. See, that was my problem. I couldn't just chill. If I make a song today, I want it so they'll decide me tomorrow. I had to realize that ain't how that go.
How it works.
That ain't how that go. But I was in the country. I was illiterate. We didn't have access to. So you know. And I used to look at prison as a loss, but now I look at it as a lesson learned. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I just want to say I appreciate you a lot, Charlie Global. Please tell everybody where we can follow you at on Instagram and where we can watch all your content.
Hey, you can follow me on Instagram at King Charlie KMF, Facebook at Charlie Boss, and YouTube. Subscribe right now, Charlie Global. Oh yeah, yeah. Let's do
Man, it's my dog Charlie Global. It's your host Toby, and we rolling out the Star Studio. Hello. Hey, that was fire, man.
it.